Yo, 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 what it do, how it go? It's the internet's favorite fake uncle coming at you live and direct from everywhere, anywhere, all at the same time. Great movie, by the way. I wanted to rap with y'all real quick because it's that time of the year where, your favorite artists, actors, and anyone else is putting in their submission for, the yearly industry circle jerks that are these, big four award shows, Grammys, Oscars, Tonys, and the other one escapes me at the moment. Emmys. That's the other one. So I saw this thing, right? And it kind of, because I've been saying this for the longest time. I'm gonna get into it in a second. What I'm talking about. Because what I saw, it kind of encapsulates everything that I've been saying about, music, the way that we consume music, the way that the industry facilitates, and in a lot of ways dictates our taste. So Rolling Stone made their predictions about, first of all, Rolling Stone don't need to be anywhere near black music, just because, like I said, I was completely out on Rolling Stone when I saw that thing from a few years ago. They did their 100 greatest singers of all time, and they had the audacity to put Lana Del Rey, you feel me, Zero Sugar, you feel me, Zero Caffeine, Nancy Sinatra, had her ranked as a greater singer all time than Brandy. You feel me? Any of y'all who know, I don't need to explain to y'all why that's such a head-ass take. But anyway, I digress. So they put out their predictions for Grammy nominations for the upcoming Grammy Awards. And if I'm not mistaken, the thing is that the list was full of I'm just going to tell y'all who it was. So obviously, GNX is on there, which GNX, personally, I'm going to put it like this. This award season, every major music award, I feel like at this point is Kendrick's to lose. You feel me? Because that's just how the industry moves. These award shows are just one big popularity contest. And right now, who is the most buzzworthy artist? I'm going to be talking about this in a video in the on the main channel next month. You feel me? But it's been 18 months or so since Not Like Us, and half of hip hop YouTube, you feel me? Half of hip hop YouTube is still Kendrick Lamar breakdowns. It's still, how Kendrick, the story of Kendrick Lamar, what you didn't know about Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick. You dig what I'm saying? So I feel like Kendrick is the front runner. Then they had Tyler, the Creator, had Chromacopia on there. Tyler, I think, has a shot. You feel me? And then the other nominees were Let God Sort 'Em Out. Again, of course, I feel like, let me be clear and say that Let God Sort 'Em Out is a quality album. I do believe that it is one of the better albums to come out this year. Do I think it's the best album? No, not even close, dog. But do I think it had the best rollout? Do I think it had the best marketing campaign of any album to drop this year? And maybe I didn't see a more effective rollout of an album since GNX. You dig what I'm saying? Don't try to tell me, oh, Kendrick Shadow dropped it. Nigga, what did you think the whole 6 months in between Not Like Us and that album dropping was? It was just one long ass rollout. You feel me? Everything from that track to the pop out to the rumor mill starting that Kendrick was going to it just because it was. Listen, Kendrick been doing this thing long enough to know how to move and to know how to drum up buzz when he needs to drum up buzz. So I don't want to hear about how it was shadow dropped. Anyway, I digress. So you got GNX, you got Chromacopia, you got Let God Sort 'Em Out, the usual suspects, right? And then the last two were God Does Like Ugly, Jid's album. And I forget the other genre, but it was another one of those. My point being, I ain't gonna hold you. The list looked like somebody, you know what it looked like? If you said, hey, Chat GPT, who are the 5 most popular rappers at this present moment? And what are their latest albums? That's what that list looked like. You feel me? And listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Jid is, that's what it was. I Am Music by Playboi Carti. Nigga, real, even Carti fans, dog. Even Carti fans are not feeling that album the way that they were Die Lit. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I even think I heard some Carti fans saying that they prefer Red to that. You know what I mean? So yeah, dog. Like I said, more than any previous year, I feel like, maybe not more, but it's just so transparent and so blatant this year how much of a popularity contest this thing is. Because listen, I ain't gonna hold you. GNX, I've been listening to consistently. I'll personally say that, in my opinion, GNX might be the most replay worthy of Kendrick's albums. You dig what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. This is my thing, because I don't want to take away from any of the artists who are being listed there. And again, these aren't official nominations. These are just predictions, right? But they're pretty well-educated predictions. Again, all of these industry folk, they kind of move in the same circles with one another. They know anything before we do. So I don't think that these nominations were just pulled out of thin air. I love me some Jid, right? In a year where you got albums like Lotus by Lil Sims, Magic Alive by McKinley Dixon, shout out to the homie, Open Mike Eagle, Neighborhood Guys Unlimited. What else you got? You got Gollywog. That dropped at the beginning of this year, right? Billy Woods. Did Rich Haitian come out this year, or was that last year? If it came out this year, then Rich Haitian, Mac Homie. The Saba joint, the Saba and No IG joint. What's that called? From the Private Collection. My point being, was so much quality that's come out. There was so many top tier, top shelf, high end projects coming out this year. I'm sorry, dog, but God Does Like Ugly does not belong anywhere near a best rap album of the year conversation. Again, is it a quality album? Yes, most definitely. Is it an album that, I go back to even today? Yes, most definitely it is. But is it the best? No, it's not. It's not the best Jid album. You know what I mean? And so this gets into, what I'm talking about, about narratives and about the real purpose of these awards and these award shows, right? It leads me to think about, the MVP conversation, right? In the NFL. And the conversation, last year, if you ask me, Lamar Jackson should have won that award last year, but he didn't win it because niggas just got tired. He didn't win for two reasons. He didn't win for two reasons because niggas got tired of seeing him win it. And two, the narrative that the Bills are ass without Josh Allen. You feel me? That Josh Allen, you know, is single-handedly carrying the Buffalo Bills on his back. You feel me? Which, and just so that y'all understand, I don't think Lamar should have won the previous year. That should have been Christian McCaffrey. You feel me? That should have been C-Mac. But the reason why C-Mac didn't win is because he's a running back. You dig what I'm saying? But if we really going to talk about the most valuable player to their team in that season, that was far and away Christian McCaffrey. If we're going to talk about the most valuable player to their team last year, that was Saquon Barkley. Matter of fact, if we really want to talk about who is the most valuable player to, as if you remove this player from the lineup, the whole bit, it's just going to fall apart. You know what I mean? Then we got to start talking about folk like Lane Johnson. We got to start talking about Trent Williams. We got to start talking about Penei Sewell. You feel me? We got to start talking about, you know, some left and right tackles. You dig what I'm saying? Now, granted, Trent Williams ain't the Trent Williams that he was, you know, 3-4 years ago. You feel me? But we see what San Francisco, what that offense looks like when he's out of the lineup. You dig what I'm saying? You got to start talking about Myles Garrett. You feel me? You got to start talking about Micah Parsons. Look at how the Cowboys defense, you feel me, is falling. You got to start talking about Jalen Carter. You dig what I'm saying? And this is why people talk about, say, MVP has just become best quarterback now. You dig what I'm saying? And the reason why is because the narrative is that quarterback is far and away the most important position in football, perhaps even all of North American sport. And so because of that, quarterbacks are always going to get, even, you know, a half decent quarterback is always going to get more clout, more shine. It's always going to sell more jerseys. Because really, that's really what we're talking about, is selling jerseys. You dig what I'm saying? O-linemen don't sell jerseys unless their name is Jason Kelce. You feel me? The quarterback and the center are the two people on the football field, and I'm going to get back to hip hop, are the two people on the football field who touch the ball every single play. Thus, and, you know, the center, after he snaps the ball, you know, he's blocking. So the quarterback is the most visible position on the football field. That is the position with the most eyes on it. You feel me? Therefore, that's why quarterbacks, you feel me, tend to be the most popular players in the league, unless, you know, you're like otherworldly, like Justin Jefferson, you feel me, or somebody like that, or Jamar Chase or something. But anyway, I digress. My point being this, and this is kind of, you know, why I get so irked and because I'm going to get my shots off, why I be so aggravated and so, you know, get so twisted over the we just want substance in our raps. Would you rather we listen to Sexy Red mofos and whatever and whatnot? Because, nigga, don't you realize that your taste, this is the thing that I'm going to say this, and this is going to piss some of y'all off. I don't care. You can kiss my black ass. Somebody had made this comment because I had posted my review of Lotus a while back, right? Somebody had made this comment on there and said that Lil Sims is who niggas think Doechii is. You feel me? That is facts, dog. Y'all that's sitting up here and treating Doechii like, you know, she is, you know, the queen mother of not like other girls. That's Lil Sims. or rather, not necessarily not like other girls, but the reason why, you feel me, y'all gravitated to Doechii because she don't make, she's not Meg the Stallion, she's not, bitch, yes she is. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't, and when I say bitch, I'm saying bitch interchangeably. I don't mean that, you feel me, as, because I know how some of you pearl clutchers get. I'm not using that, you feel me, targeted towards the women folk. You dig what I'm saying? Fine. Let me retract bitch and put it like this. Nigga, yes she is. You feel me? Doechii is, if you ever listened to Doechii before Alligator Bites, this is how I know you niggas haven't. And this is how I know you niggas are low-key basic. Then you would know that she is Meg the Stallion. You feel me? She is Nicki Minaj. And I'm only naming the women who, I respect they pen. She is Lotto. You feel, the only difference is that Doechii is gay about it. That's the only real difference. You feel me? This album marked a departure from her previous sound. But the reason why, and this is the part that I want to get at, is that y'all were not messing with Doechii until she got that Grammy. You feel me? Y'all probably never even heard, y'all didn't even know what a Doechii was until she got that Grammy. You dig what I'm saying? And this is the point that I'm trying to get at, is that, the industry has such, and we was talking to the homies about this on the Unction a while back. Y'all probably saw that episode. It's hard to make a demarcation between industry and culture. And I don't think it's nearly as clear as a lot of folk try to make it out to be. You know what I mean? The industry tells us who is popping. The industry tells us who to listen to. Now, in your little circles, you might be saying that, well, I listen to Mike. You feel me? I listen to, Gaius Guevara. I listen to, Billy Woods and all these and whatever and whatnot. And you probably do. But if you look at the numbers, if you look at who is popping on the charts, you feel me? These are people who have been hand selected by the industry to say, we're going to push that one. You feel me? It's not a coincidence that after winning that Grammy and after being on so many late night talk shows and doing so many interviews and whatever and whatnot, that now all of a sudden Doechii, you feel me, has more monthly listeners. This isn't currently, but this was back a few months ago, had more monthly listeners, 60 million, than Kendrick did on his best day before the Like That feature. That's not a coincidence to me, dog. It's because the industry said, we are going to flood your timelines with Doechii. You feel me? The more Doechii discourse, the better. You feel me? The more Kendrick discourse, the better. The more we can get y'all to talk about, you feel me, these folk who we have identified. You dig what I'm saying? And listen, understand something. I'm not saying that Doechii is a plant. That's some bullshit. Again, if you're saying that, you ain't really all that. You ain't really tapped in as you think you are. And I'm not saying that these artists don't have the talent, because you got to have a certain level of talent to be able to sustain it. I mean, just look at Ice Spice, right? But my point is that it irks me when we do this thing where we try to act like, where we do this free thinker bullshit. Now, our tastes are curated. You feel what I'm saying? The algorithms, the robots know what to feed us. You understand what I'm saying? Until fairly recently, YouTube knew what to feed us. I would say that the reason why you are, until fairly recently, again, there's some BS going on with YouTube, but until fairly recently, I would say the reason why you keep getting so much outrage content on your timeline, the reason why you keep getting, this slop content on your timeline is because you're watching stuff, you feel me, that the robot says, oh, well, you watch that, I think you'll like this. Same thing goes with music. The reason why Spotify, the reason why there's a better than good chance, the reason why, especially in a space in which niggas don't interact in real life anymore, you feel me, where niggas find their best friends online and never meet them in life. You dig what I'm saying? In a space where folk, find their tribes online and then stay sequestered, you feel me, in those pockets. A lot of our tastes are being dictated to, are being given to us by robots, are being facilitated by robots saying, oh, you like Kendrick Lamar, do you? Well, you'll probably like this Kendrick adjacent artist over here who kind of sounds like him, but it's not quite. You like this artist over here? Well, how about you listen to this person who's basically them, but a woman? You know what I mean? That's how that thing works. You understand what I'm saying? And I just wish that some of us would stop acting like it doesn't work out that way. You know what I mean? I just wish that some of us would, detox from the Rick and Morty brain. Oh, you got to have a certain level of intelligence. Oh, you got to have a certain level of understanding. Oh, no, you don't, nigga. You just have to have a certain taste for a certain kind of music. And then the robot is going to dictate to you what more you should listen to. It ain't got shit to do with how much smarter you are than the average bear. You dig what I'm saying? So stop acting like it, man. And if there wasn't any more evidence, it would be this Grammys list. You dig? I know I kind of got off on a tangent, but that's me circling back around, man, is that, hey, we say the Grammys don't matter. I don't know. I don't know how true that is, because if the Grammys didn't matter, then, Doechii wouldn't be as big as she is now. So something is going, either one or two things is happening. Either niggas is lying or niggas is lying. There you have it. Deuces.